ABC6 Weather with Christina Shalhoub. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good evening and happy Friday, everyone. We've made it to the end of the week, and the weather for this evening is looking pretty great. Good news for those of you heading to downtown Providence. Maybe you're going to PVD Fest. It looks great on the Providence sky cam. Nice blue sky, couple fluffy clouds to make things look a little more interesting. And temperatures, for those of you who wanted to cling to summer, well, today's kind of your day. It's warmer than it's been all week. 78 still in Providence right now, 78 in Smithfield, 74 in Westerly, and 73 in Newport, 74 as we head to New Bedford. Overall, a nice night, a little bit muggy as well, not just the evening, but the overnight too. You'll notice not just the more humid feel, but temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. We've been in the 50s for our lows almost the entire week. So it's a pretty big bump, and that's because we're getting a lot of air coming from the south out ahead of our next front. Now, that southerly flow of air is going to keep us warmer. It'll keep us muggier, but it's also going to leave us with some sunshine for the rest of today and even tomorrow. But here's what's coming our way. It's this front draped back through parts of the Great Lakes region and into the Ohio Valley. This is heading east, and as it does, we start to see the impacts, especially moving into tomorrow. Here's the summary of the day tomorrow, and I'll say this much. You can get outside without a problem for most of the day. We have plenty of sunshine, clouds moving in as that front gets closer and closer, but it's the late afternoon and evening where we start to have some trouble with showers and thunderstorms. And a couple of these storms can get a little bit nasty, especially in interior New England and parts of the 95 corridor into the mid-Atlantic. So what are we looking at here? Well, you can see the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, has put out 2 levels of risk. That level 1 risk in the green here, that's your marginal risk for some spotty severe weather possible. Then there's that level 2 risk, the slight risk in yellow, where we could see a few more severe storms pop up in parts of, let's say, central and western Mass or western Connecticut, for example, even into New Hampshire and Maine. What could those storms bring? Well, the potential for flash flooding, because the front is going to move slowly, and that means we could see rain continuing over the same areas for a longer time than we would normally see. So flash flooding is a potential there. Hail is possible. High wind is really the biggest threat. And we do have a very low-end tornado threat. Not here at home, but this is really if you're traveling into, again, parts of Connecticut, parts of central and western Massachusetts, and even parts of New Hampshire as well. Let's track this front and track those storms together here on Futurecast. You can see those first cells starting to fire up as we get into the afternoon. 2, 3 o'clock, there's a couple through parts of, again, interior New England starting to get a little juicier. Here's as we get to 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, and the line starts to build a little bit across Massachusetts, across Connecticut, and again across New Hampshire and Maine. We are just on the edge of this line. As we get to 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, that's when I'm watching out, especially for our friends in northwestern Providence County. If you live in Burrillville, if you live in Pasco, Foster, Gloucester, I think you have the highest potential to see 1 or 2 storms get a little nasty. So please make sure you're staying weather aware. And of course, we'll be here to go through everything with you as we get through the day tomorrow. Now, as we move into Sunday, a couple of showers stick around. Even as we get into the afternoon, some lingering mist, drizzle, and a few showers not out of the question. I will say, if you're headed to Gillette, first of all, I'm super jealous. Lucky you. The Pats home opener is Sunday at 1 o'clock. They're playing the Raiders, and things are looking all right. Couple of showers possible for the first half of the game. Second half looks better with temperatures in the 70s for the most part, low 70s that is. And again, we are looking out for a few showers, especially for the first and second quarter. Third and fourth, I think you have more in the way of some clouds and, dare I say, a little sunshine. Speaking of which, Monday and Tuesday, back to sunshine. It's going to be stunning those days with temperatures back into the low 70s. That fall feel returns, you guys.